Hi, I'm Suyen. I'm from the pastry department at PACC, and I'm here to answer your question, why are my homemade cookies not soft and chewy? This is a question on Robin's app called Ask the PACC Expert. So I'm going to try and explain to you. Now, there are a few things you have to do to make sure your cookies stay soft and chewy. The first thing you should do is use melted butter, because butter is an emulsion of fat and water, and when you melt the butter, you separate the fat with the water, so that when you mix it with your flour, the water part latches onto the proteins in the flour and causes gluten, and gluten promotes chewiness. So it's important to use melted butter. The second thing is to use brown sugar, or mostly brown sugar, because brown sugar has about 30 to 35% more moisture than white sugar. So of course that contributes to chewiness. And also brown sugar is hygroscopic, which means that it absorbs the moisture in the air, so that even after you bake your cookies, a day or so later, the cookies will continue to soften because of the hygroscopic quality of the brown sugar. The third thing you should do is chill your dough overnight up to 2 days. This does two things. First of all, it hardens the butter, so when you put your cookie dough into the oven, the cold butter remains cold enough, long enough for the cookies when they bake to hold the shape, so it doesn't melt right away if you use room temperature butter. Also, it deepens the flavor of the cookie. It makes the cookie more butterscotchy and more flavorful. The fourth thing you should do is you should don't overbake your cookies. This is one of the most important things you should do, is do not overbake your cookies. It's always better to underbake cookies than overbake it. Same principle as brownies. Do not overbake your brownies, do not overbake your cookies. This one will keep your cookies nice and soft and chewy. So basically use melted butter, use mostly brown sugar, chill your dough overnight, don't overbake your cookies. If you have any questions, I'm sure that you can pose them to Robin and I'll get back to me. But I hope that's understandable. Have fun and bake a batch of cookies. Bye.